Turkey is ambitiously building a new canal, a project that has captured the world's attention. This canal will serve as a crucial link between the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara, creating a new maritime route. The Sea of Marmara, already a vital waterway, connects to the Mediterranean, enhancing the strategic importance of this new canal. The new channel, known as the Istanbul Canal, is poised to become one of the most significant infrastructure projects in the region. The Istanbul Canal is not just a project, it's a mega project, reflecting Turkey's aspirations on a grand scale. Spanning 25 miles, this canal will be a monumental feat of engineering and construction. Remarkably, it will be even wider than the Panama Canal, allowing for greater maritime traffic and larger vessels. The canal is designed to accommodate the largest ships in the world, making it a key player in global shipping. The project has been meticulously planned for many years, involving countless hours of design and engineering. For Turkey, the canal is a source of immense national pride, symbolizing progress and innovation. It is seen as a powerful symbol of the country's growing economic and political influence on the world stage. However, the canal has not been without its controversies, sparking debates and protests. Critics argue that the canal poses a significant environmental threat, potentially leading to irreversible damage. They warn that the delicate ecosystem of the Black Sea could be severely impacted, disrupting marine life and habitats. Additionally, there are concerns about the increased risk of earthquakes in the region, given the area's geological sensitivity. Public discussions and environmental impact assessments continue as the project moves forward, highlighting the complex balance between development and conservation. Despite the challenges, the vision for the Istanbul Canal remains one of a bustling waterway that will enhance maritime trade and connectivity for generations to come. The Istanbul Canal is being built to bypass the Bosphorus Strait. The Bosphorus is a natural strait that connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. It is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Over 50,000 vessels pass through the strait each year. The Bosphorus is a narrow and winding strait. It is also very shallow in places. This makes it difficult for large ships to navigate. The Istanbul Canal will be much wider and deeper than the Bosphorus. This will make it much easier for large ships to pass through. The Turkish government says the canal will reduce traffic in the Bosphorus. This will make the strait safer for shipping. It will also reduce pollution in Istanbul. The city is located on the banks of the Bosphorus. The Turkish government says the Istanbul Canal will be an economic boon for the country. It will create jobs and boost the economy. The canal is expected to cost around $15 billion to build. The government says the canal will pay for itself within a few years. The canal is expected to generate revenue from tolls. Ships will have to pay a fee to use the canal. The government also expects to generate revenue from tourism. The canal is expected to attract millions of visitors each year. The canal is also expected to boost trade between Asia and Europe. The canal will make it easier and faster for ships to travel between the two continents. This could lead to increased trade and investment in Turkey. The Istanbul Canal is a controversial project. It has sparked intense debate among various groups, including government officials, environmentalists, and local residents. The project aims to create a new artificial shipping route, but its potential impacts have raised significant concerns. Environmentalists say the canal will be an ecological disaster. They argue that the construction and operation of the canal will lead to irreversible damage to the environment, affecting not just the immediate area but also the broader region. They say it will damage the delicate ecosystem of the Black Sea. This body of water is home to a variety of marine life that relies on its unique conditions to survive. Disrupting this balance could have catastrophic consequences. They also say it will increase the risk of earthquakes in the region. Istanbul is already situated in a seismically active area, and the construction of the canal could exacerbate these risks, potentially leading to more frequent and severe earthquakes. The Black Sea is a unique body of water. Its semi-enclosed nature means that it has limited exchange with other bodies of water, creating a distinct environment. It is almost completely cut off from the world's oceans. This isolation has allowed a unique ecosystem to develop, one that is highly sensitive to changes in its environment. The only connection to the Mediterranean Sea is through the Bosphorus Strait. This narrow passage is crucial for the exchange of water and marine life between the two seas. This isolation has created a unique ecosystem in the Black Sea. The species that inhabit these waters have adapted to its specific conditions over millennia. The Black Sea is home to many species of plants and animals that are found nowhere else in the world. These species are highly specialized and could be at risk if their environment is altered. Environmentalists say the Istanbul Canal will damage this unique ecosystem. They believe that the introduction of a new waterway could disrupt the delicate balance that has been maintained for centuries. They say the canal will allow salt water from the Mediterranean to flow into the Black Sea. This influx of salt water could drastically change the salinity levels, affecting the marine life that has adapted to the Black Sea's unique conditions. This could kill off many of the plants and animals that live in the Black Sea. The loss of these species would not only be a tragedy for biodiversity, but could also have wider ecological impacts, disrupting food chains and local economies that rely on fishing and tourism. Section 5. The price of progress. The Istanbul Canal is a massive undertaking, a project of unprecedented scale and ambition. It will require the excavation of millions of tons of earth, a task that will involve the most advanced machinery and technology available today. In addition to the canal itself, the project will necessitate the construction of several bridges and tunnels, each a feat of engineering in its own right. The canal is expected to take several years to complete, with a timeline that stretches well into the next decade. The canal is being built in a seismically active region, which adds a layer of complexity and risk to the project. Turkey is located on several fault lines, making it one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. Earthquakes are common in the region, and their potential impact on the canal is a significant concern. Environmentalists argue that the construction of the canal could increase the risk of earthquakes, a claim that has sparked considerable debate. They say the weight of the water in the canal could put additional stress on the fault lines, potentially triggering seismic activity. This could, in the worst-case scenario, trigger a major earthquake, causing widespread damage and loss of life. The Turkish government, however, insists that it is taking all necessary steps to mitigate the environmental impact of the canal. The government has announced plans to plant thousands of trees to offset the carbon emissions generated by the construction of the canal. Additionally, the government says it will build state-of-the-art wastewater treatment plants to prevent pollution from entering the Black Sea, ensuring that the canal does not harm the surrounding environment. Public consultations have been held to address the concerns of local communities who will be most affected by the construction. Proponents of the canal argue that it will bring significant economic benefits, including job creation and increased trade opportunities. The canal is expected to transform Istanbul into a major global shipping hub, reducing congestion in the Bosphorus Strait and facilitating smoother maritime traffic. The project is also seen as a catalyst for urban development, with new residential and commercial areas planned along the canal's route. As with any major infrastructure project, opinions are divided, and the debate over the Istanbul Canal continues to rage on. One thing is certain, the price of progress is high, and the true cost of the Istanbul Canal will only be known in the years to come. Section 6. Geopolitical chessboard. The Istanbul Canal is more than just an infrastructure project. It is also a geopolitical project. The canal is located in a strategically important region. The Black Sea is surrounded by several countries, including Russia, Ukraine, and Georgia. The Bosphorus Strait is currently governed by the Montreux Convention. This treaty was signed in 1936. It gives Turkey control over the strait during peacetime. It also limits the passage of warships from non-Black Sea countries. The Istanbul Canal is not subject to the Montreux Convention. This means that Turkey will have complete control over the canal. Turkey will be able to decide which ships can use the canal. It will also be able to charge tolls for the use of the canal. Section 7. A symbol of ambition. The Istanbul Canal is a symbol of Turkey's ambition. Turkey is a rising power. It has a growing economy and a young population. Turkey is seeking to play a more prominent role on the world stage. The Istanbul Canal is a way for Turkey to project its power. The canal will make Turkey a major player in global trade. It will also give Turkey greater control over a strategically important waterway. The canal is a sign that Turkey is no longer content to be a regional power. The canal is also a way for Turkey to assert its independence. Turkey has been a member of NATO since 1952. However, Turkey has been increasingly assertive in recent years. Turkey has clashed with the United States and other NATO allies over a number of issues. Section 8. A future uncertain. The Istanbul Canal is a project of great ambition and controversy. The canal has the potential to transform Turkey's economy and its place in the world. However, the canal also has the potential to cause significant environmental damage. The future of the Istanbul Canal is uncertain. The project is facing opposition from environmentalists, opposition politicians, and some international actors. The canal is also facing funding challenges. The cost of the project is rising. It is unclear if Turkey will be able to secure the funding it needs to complete the project. Only time will tell if the Istanbul Canal will be a boon or a bane for Turkey. The canal is a gamble. It is a gamble that could pay off big for Turkey. However, it is also a gamble that could have disastrous consequences.